Hi, good afternoon. This is Max Quinn with Blue Wolf. Today I'm going to be talking about Einstein chatbots, how they work and how they can be used in production environments. So this is the Einstein bot builder, where you actually configure and build the bot to do different things. If we look in the top left, we see different options that we have, such as the overview, where we can define specific attributes for the bots. Dialogues, this screen I'm on currently defines the flow of the chatbot, so we can determine whether the flow wants to execute a message where the bot says something. It can ask a question in which the user can respond and store information as variables. It can also execute Apex and other processes like flows. So this is a pretty powerful diagram so that you can determine which way the bot goes. We also have entities and variables which store information, and we also have a performance dashboard so we can see how the bot's performing over time and any event logs if an error occurs, so we can figure out why the bot might not be performing correctly. So Einstein chatbots can be embedded into external websites. You can imagine several use cases where, for example, there's an e-commerce website where you might want to close a sale with a chatbot or execute customer service, or you can embed it in a community. I'm going to show an example in which the chatbot's embedded in an external website. So here we have a customer portal website, you can imagine, and you would click here to receive customer service, and the bot opens. And this is following the path that I defined in the dialog screen. And it asks, can you please tell me your name? I'm going to enter a name here. And if we go back to Salesforce, we can actually see that this was a lead previously stored in the database. So I'm going to click on the record here, and we can see details surrounding this lead. For example, we see that the customer sentiment in the last communication with this lead was positive. Now, moving back to the website, Mario Farnsworth is talking, and the chatbot asks, how can I help you today? Now, let's say today, this lead's not happy. So he responds to the chatbot and says, I'm not happy with the customer service. The chatbot picks this up, and using Watson, it realizes that this is negative feedback. So if we go back to this lead record and refresh the page, we'll see that Watson's sentiment was updated to negative. This was done by the chatbot recognizing that it was negative sentiment using Watson and using Apex code to update the record through the dialog flow. Similarly, the integration with Einstein Discovery and Analytics recognizes that the customer sentiment changed and adjusted the score accordingly. This is really the power of Einstein chatbots. It's baked directly into the Salesforce platform and has direct access to Salesforce data. So depending on the communication, it can execute different Apex code, it can execute flows, and it can change the way business processes work. Really, the ability to define that is up to the user and the customer, and there are several different use cases for Einstein bots. Thank you.